Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback from Central Florida. It's Blake Bortles.
And you can see why he was the number 3 pick when he came out in the NFL draft. 6'5", sturdy guy, strong arm, led his UCF team to a big bowl victory over Baylor, and runs the ball way better than he's ever given credit for.
On first down, Bortles. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Looking to throw again on second down. Bortles. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 14 carries, 64 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and
Prescott from the gun. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Bortles will try again on second down. There's a nice move. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Third down.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
Bortles pass.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Cardinal first
carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
McCaffrey on the carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Shotgun now for Bortles.
3-yard line.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
To Christian Kirk. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Bortles under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence, his 2nd sack of the night. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the 44.
Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Prescott to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein.
Field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Cardinals nothing.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And here is Blake Bortles as we focus in on him for our player spotlight. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them up.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and then think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Bortles going to throw. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose, and the Cowboys have recovered.
Prescott sacked. Fumble on the
But that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. This is Lamb on the end around. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
ball carrier.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1 yard on the play.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Ayuk. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
Blake Bortles sacked.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Another try after the 1st down sack. Bortles stepping up. He's going to keep it. Give him 9 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
5-yard line. A 9-yard gain on the play. And
here's Bortles to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku.
Bortles pass.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Over the middle. Cooper with it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Darquez Denard there to make the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Shoves him aside. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy 1st.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here comes Blake Bortles now to lead his offense back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He's been the forgotten man, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. To try again after the sack, Bortles. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Everybody stay under control. Let's just make plays, man.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. After the sack on first down, Prescott. And he's going to go down again. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Here's Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Shoves him aside. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas where the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where you see the final score there. 34-7, the final margin. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. 31-21, the final score. And lastly, we'll wrap up the week with Monday Night Football. Definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were victorious over the Chargers last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up 1st and 10. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk.
Prescott's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That's to McCaffrey, complete. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
24-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Prescott now. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
10th carry now for Elliott. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. This to Jarwin. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and
Prescott from the gun. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball to the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
4-yard line.
Elliott. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll go down at the 28. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Prescott. This one to Jarwin over the middle. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A run here with Dak. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Arizona.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Nothing.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Bortles forced out to his left. He'll run it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Bortles. This is the tight end, Njoku. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
On first down, Bortles. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
44-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bortles dancing to his left. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Bortles now on first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bortles on the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
7. And the Cardinal first down.
Bortles now on first down. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards the pickup there.
At the 16-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And it is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. Open man is Kirk, complete. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And it's 3rd down.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And able to find Kirk, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Now Bortles again. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Now Bortles, got to have this one. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
They start on the ground with Elliott, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Again, it's Elliott, and he'll be brought down here at the 28.
To tonight.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for the Cowboys, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.